Hello friends, welcome to our channel Tech Easy. In today's video, we will see how we can use Excel to prepare a worksheet so that our GST calculation for 3B return can be done easily. Also, while preparing this workbook, we will make sure that we cover almost all the rules and permutations and combinations that we come across while filing 3B. So this is how our 3B working sheet will look like. It may look very big, but let me tell you friends, only the cells colored in green are to be filled by us. Every other cell colored or highlighted as red will be auto-populated by some formula which we have already fed in. Now, as you can see, we will have to fill in sales or output details. Then we will have to give ITC details. The amount to be paid in cash will be calculated automatically. We'll have to feed in the amount that we pay in cash while filing the return. And closing ITC will be calculated automatically. Now if we come down to these three tables, there will be an opening ITC figures that will come automatically. Then there will be net liability based on the purchases and sales made during a particular month. And this will show our interhead adjustments that we made between various GST, that is IGST, CGST and SGST. Okay, we will start here by taking some example for each month. So we'll feed in sales and ITC details for the month of April. Now we have taken supply value as 1 lakh rupees. IGST liability is 9,000 and C and SGST liability are 4,500 each. And against this sale and against this sale we had a ITC of 7,200 of CGST and 7,200 of SGST. Now come down to this table here, net liability. It says we have 9,000 rupees IGST to be paid and there is a refund of 2,700 each in CGST and SGST. So what this table has done, it has adjusted the excess of CGST and IGST against the IGST liability, and net you have to pay 3,600 of IGST in cash. So once we pay 3,600, let's say something that we pay by cash and our closing liability is 0. Now we'll move to next month with some different combinations. Now again in the month of May, the sales figure are same as April, but instead of CGST and SGST purchase, we had purchases in IGST. And we'll say we have 3,600 CGST ITC and 3,600 SGST ITC as well. So now we'll again come down to this table. Our net liability is 1,800 for IGST and 900 for CGST and SGST each. And then this table says again the same, that you have to pay 1,800 for IGST and 900 each for CGST and SGST. Now for the month of June, we'll take some another combination. So here we go. Sales figures are again the same. IGST ITC is 14,400 and we have CGST and SGST ITC of 3,600 each. Coming to net liability table, we have a refund of 5,400 in IGST and 900 are payable in CGST and SGST respectively. So what this interhead credit utilization table does, it uses excess of 900 in IGST for CGST and SGST respectively. And so our liability to be paid in cash for CGST and SGST are nil. And we have a closing RTC of 3600 in IGST, which is carried forward here in the month of July. Moving to July, sales are again the same, but we have just divided the IGST and CGST proportion such that our CGST liability on sale is 6750 and IGST liability is 4500. And these are our respectively ITC figures for the month of July. Now if we come to net liability figure, we have a refund of 900 in IGST and a liability of 4050 4050 in CGST and SGST. Now this 900 excess refund of IGST has been utilized against the liability of CGST and the balance to be paid in cash is 3150 for CGST and 4050 for SGST. Again if we pay in cash, everything will become zero for subsequent months. There you go. So here we have tried to cover all major possibilities that we come across in 3B and we have calculated our formulas accordingly. It might so happen that you come across some other comparative permutation and combination which may not feed in exactly to these tables. So in those cases you may have to change some formulas accordingly. Now the fun part is you can also lock these cells marked in red. So make sure that no one who uses this sheet makes any changes in the formulas that we have already given. Also what you can do is you can make sure the credit ledger in your GST login matches with these three figures. So if it is not matching with these three figures, then there is some mistake either in this month's return or in the previous month's return, and there are some mismatches between the data that available in this Excel sheet or in your system and data that you have filed in 3B. So by this you can also keep a tab between data in your system and what data you have filed in 3B. So this is how you can use Excel to automate your daily routine work and save time in the process. If you want our help to automate any other processes in your office, then you can drop a mail to our email ID, that is rntecheasy@gmail.com. If you liked our video, please hit the like button. If you have not yet subscribed our channel, please consider a subscription. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.